In fact, first of all, I'm profusely extend my apology for being late to this meeting. Most of the people may be waiting for the election results, right? In fact, I was the one who would be going out from this meeting and would be looking out for the results, sitting back in Atlanta. So, usually, I see all very serious crowd here, but I have to thank Vijuji for cracking, good jokes on many of people to keep a very fresh evening to all. So, first of all, first I was hearing to ITServe Alliance National President Jagdish Ji and Atlanta Chapter President Mr. Hitesh and all the members of ITServe Alliance, which have started to serve the IT entrepreneurs back in America, to see that the connectivity lives all together, grows in harmony, and ultimately, what our Consul General Ramesh Babu has said, 1% of the people creating 6% of the national income. That's a great thing. We take pride in it. As an Indian, I take pride sitting back in my remote village in Mantri. I take pride in all of you, and all Indians will also take pride because you are contributing to our GDP. Thanks for an enormous contribution from 70s till now. And I would like to tell, basically, a small town, a small village where I hail from Mantri. The way back, the migration started from there. From 70s, our people started migrating to US, looking out for greener pastures. Now, the fourth generation, Mantinites are here. In fact, I treat Atlanta basically where my brother, sister stays here as a second home. I keep coming. Many people may not be going. Almost every year I keep coming, spend few days with my family, because all my family stays in different parts of America. That's the real reason when a function has been held recently on first. All these 5 people has to come back to India. But in fact, I told my mother, if I along with the family comes over here, I'll be saving their money. So, when I come here, I was just telling my brother, Sunny, that, please keep me, in a quiet time so that I can rest for a few days. Because I was absolutely, for the past 5 years, we have been tiring effortlessly to bring back the government. After government has come, we have been putting all our efforts to see that we have to bring in change in the lives of the people of Telangana. We have been striving very hard, and over 90 days, our Chief Minister, Mr. Revanth Reddy, and all our colleagues were putting all our efforts because people believed in us, people showed faith in us, people literally met and they would like to have a change in the process, bring a qualitative change in their life cycle. That's the real reason when we formed the government in December, many people would have been seen. We didn't leave any time not to be spent on welfare and development. That's the real reason when we formed the government on the 7th of December. And we started our innings on 9th by convening assembly session. Because we want to put government into action immediately. People wanted a change, and the change has to be changed. See, as fast as we can. Our Chief Minister, as you all people know, is a very dynamic Chief Minister. He's a political craftsman, as you all people, many people would have been known. But at the same time, He is a shrewd and able administrator. And he's putting all his efforts, and we're all there as a team to see that whatever the people from Atlanta or from US are looking forward to see how Telangana government moves. How does this young team moves? Where does they go? How will they start their innings? There were so many apprehensions. There were too many disbeliefs. So there are many other senior colleagues of mine who were in the governance earlier, from 2004 to 2014. They are also part of Mr. Ramesh Reddy team. So we all put together, we formed the government. We are all, as a team, are striving very hard to see that whatever the promises which we made in the manifesto, one after the another, we are taking it to our shield and we are putting our strength behind it and going forward. When incidentally, I would like to, tell about how we shaped our manifesto. When we shaped our manifesto, my leader, Mr. Rahul Gandhi and Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge had given me an opportunity to frame the manifesto at the state level, I being the chairman. We interacted with the different sections of the people. I interacted with IT entrepreneurs, IT professionals. I interacted with the different stakeholders of our Telangana society. In fact, 5,000 to 6,000 people yesterday was mentioning to my friends over here, about 5,000 to 6,000 people we interacted while framing our manifesto. Although it's very difficult. People were looking, because after 10 years of Telangana formation, people literally couldn't see much change in their life. How they thought the life would be after formation of Telangana. So taking that aspect into view, we just thought, and we never knew that the state has a huge debt of 7 lakh crores. That is a major issue right now. The fiscal discipline was not there. When we formed the government, so we have to see that the fiscal discipline is in place first. That's the real reason. When the assembly session was on for the first time, we placed the white paper on the financial strength of our state. And we gave a white paper on the energy stream. We gave a white paper on irrigation stream. Because when we are starting our innings, people should know from where we are starting. Well, are we starting from 0? Are we starting from 1 or from 10 or from 15 or from 50? So that's the real reason everybody should have the transparency. And when our Chief Minister told we have to give the white paper to the people whom we are answerable and accountable, that's the real time where we have to give the white paper, then we started our innings. When coming back to my department, party has given me an opportunity to be the IT as well as the industry minister, which shall be taking care about electronics. Also, I am also the Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, Legislative Affairs. The major task, the major onus of responsibility, which the party put on me, have the huge responsibility. While performing these functions, I keep interacting with many people over a period of time for the past 3 months. 90 days and or then the elections have come for the parliament elections. Till June 6th, day after tomorrow, election code is there. We are not able to really perform the administrative functions, what we thought for the past 2.5 months. So effective functioning of government is only for exactly 93 days. On this occasion, I would like to share a few things with my department initiatives. When ITServe in their entire, this alliance, which is helping their brethren in cooperating, enhancing, try to create a platform like this to serve the best of interests of small, micro, medium, and the large entrepreneurs. Many people are there here who may be the medium entrepreneurs or the small entrepreneurs of IT. If you have seen, if I have analyzed properly, over the past 10 years, there was no platform for medium and the small entrepreneurs, and they needed a platform back home. That's what I realized, and point here to make is on industry front, we never had for the past 10 years micro, small, medium enterprises policy. We never had. Hopefully, Tamil Nadu being on the other side of the industry, which they have the major stake in terms of the core industry, where they have very, very strong MSME policy. Over 10 years, I'm sorry to say, but over 10 years, we did frame our MSME policy. The first objective is to frame MSME policy. First, the core sector, where we do manufacturing, where we do production in the core areas, and also when we interacted with many IT colleagues, friends, and the entrepreneurs like you, they also felt, there is a gap between a big entrepreneur and a medium entrepreneur. Looking back, they never had a platform. If some medium-sized entrepreneur or the small-sized entrepreneur wants to put up their office back in Hyderabad or in tier 2 cities, things are not going what they have thought of. So we are also planning to come up with a new IT policy where we will be trying to invite the medium entrepreneurs and also the small entrepreneurs to have a share to their size in shaping up our IT strength. Bangalore or Karnataka, over a period of time, they are the early leaders of IT industry and they still occupy the first place in our nation. But our vision, our goal, our aim, whatever you dream, whatever you think, but we would like to be number one over the next 5 years. That is my dream. That is our Chief Minister's dream. So if we have to achieve that dream, we need the cooperation, assistance from the people like you. I seek your intervention. I seek your cooperation. And always have confidence that you all people will join hands with the state of Telangana, with our government, to come and aid and be the part and parcel of in our state progress, especially in IT and especially in emerging technologies. So, keeping everything in that view, what need to be done next? The next, I would like to see the cyclone or hurricane which is coming up is AI. And what need to be done for this disruptive technologies? When we literally have seen what I came to know, talking to people like you, or the people who does lots of R&D in terms of AI, they suggested our government, our Chief Minister and me, that you have to take a lead in AI. Our assembly session was on for the first time when we are just making our budget, not full-time budget. Then we thought we have to take a lead in AI. To start with, we have to give the physical shape, wherein, if you have seen just now, I really appreciate Ramesh Babu's, yesteryear's, his own memories. In 1992, when P.V. Narasimha Rao was the Prime Minister of this country, when our Congress government was in power. In 1992, we laid the foundation for the first software technology park in high-tech city. In the same way, we have to take the lead in AI. That's the real reason now our state government, chief minister has allotted 200 acres of land in the heart of the city to build up AI city. 200 acres. As you people have seen, the high-tech city in and around, many big companies, multinationals have come. They have put their presence there. But now, in this AI city, we are just trying to give the space for the medium and the small entrepreneurs who are into AI, who can really afford. And we are trying to build a hub and spoke model wherein you can lease out, not totally buying out the space over there, because the medium or small or the micro entrepreneurs with their capital, if they have to totally buy the land, the extent of the land, the total capital will be gone for the purchase of the land. That is the real reason we just thought of lease policy, either in the core industry or in IT industry or in emerging technologies. So in AI city, everything and everybody shall be involved. So when we were asking for many AI entrepreneurs to come and share their ideas, how to build this AI city? What needs to be done to build this AI city? What is that need to be done? It's not only physical space. What needs to be done to build this AI city? To see that tomorrow's AI capital, if somebody has to proclaim AI capital, should be the Hyderabad, should be the Telangana. So for that, we are just thinking of GPUs. We are just thinking of how to build this. And we are trying to consult many professionals all through the globe and asking them, seeking their advice, seeking their opinions, seeking their suggestions to come forward with the suggestions to build this AI city. So the next step, what we are planning to do is, we are planning to hold Artificial Intelligence Global Summit in the month of August or in September. So this global summit, why we just thought about it, is not only having an effect on information technology, it's not only affecting software professionals, but it's affecting every vertical of the industry. Every vertical of the industry, even it is medicine or critical care or healthcare or the core industry or the education, any section, if you see, everything will be affected by AI. So we just want to sensitize first. We just want to sensitize about AI, firstly to the people of Telangana, secondly to the Indian at large, and we have to see that we are the early leaders and want to sensitize at the global level too. That's the real reason we just thought of putting AI conference, and our people are working. And in fact, our principal secretary now, the special CS, Mr. J. Ranjan, and their team are here on 7th and 8th. And they would be discussing with many people like you, and they would be inviting you on behalf of Telangana government to be part and parcel of this global convention. So this is our second step. And third step would be to build AI city within 12 months, the time specified, so that we shall be the early leaders on the Indian soil. So that is the vision about AI and the disruptive technologies. And as rightly said by our CJ, now when it comes to cyber security, when it comes to quantum, many areas has to be still explored and exploited. What we have seen, and it's just like this. I'm not a technical guy. When I got elected in '99, Since then, my office works as a small-time employment exchange. We have 165 engineering colleges in Telangana. So many polytechnic colleges, so many ITI colleges. We have triple ITs. We have few centers of excellence. And many industries are also there. We produce such a talent. Academia produces such a talent, but industries are there where they need the genuine workforce. We are producing engineers, we are producing polytechnic graduates, we are producing ITI graduates, we are producing triple IT graduates. We see unemployment at large. But industry, if you look back and see, they don't get a right people for their industry. We found this gap. Over a period of 25 years of my political life, I keep sending so many people. I keep sending so many people to the known friends of mine, either in IT or in industry or in some space of industry. Then I send, out of obligation, out of fear, out of love and affection, the company heads will take them, employ them for 2-3 months, but ultimately their skills are not competent enough to fit into their industry need. So that is where the real issue is. There is a gap between academia and the industry need. So we have to bridge the gap. This is our responsibility. Our state government responsibility. So we have to see that our skilled manforce is there. The human talent and the human resources. What is required is there. To bridge that gap, our Chief Minister, Ramesh Reddy, has started with the idea of the Skill University. Skill University is nothing but we try to bridge the gap between academia and industry by training the people with the required skills required by the industry. The Skill University is not just a small skill center, but we are trying to involve major corporates like Tata, Birla, Mahindra, Infosys. We spoke to many people.